me know which city you're watching from. I'm currently live at the different platforms at YouTube. Perhaps you're in my Facebook group, Amazing Story, as well as in my profile or page. So before I proceed further, let me do some sound tests to ensure that you guys can hear me perfectly. Okay, awesome. Okay, today I'm just going to talk about this topic, how to recycle a content. And because I got this question a lot like this week, I haven't been really live recently because I got really bogged down with other projects that I have been having in my on my plate. So that's why today I'm so happy I'm able to share this topic with you guys, how to recycle content. Like a lot of us, no matter whether you're talking about writing content or actually coming up with maybe live video ideas, it sounds like so excruciating, right? You'll be thinking like, oh, what should I write about it today? Or I run out of topic to write. Okay, so that's the reason why I want to teach you guys. This is a method that I use in order to recycle my content, because some of you may want to post in Facebook groups. You may want to use like a Facebook group hacking, meaning giving valuable content in different Facebook groups, and then so that in the end you get to know new prospects, you get to have new leads every single week, right? But then it will be very exhausting for you if let's say you keep on to write new contents. So that's why this is actually in response to one of my friend. She asked me how do I do so. So that's why I want to share this tip and tricks with you guys. Let me share my screen. Okay, so basically, it depending on really how you organize your time frame. Okay, some people they like to write one time, like they spend like 2 hours on every Monday to write all the contents, and then they will just schedule it. Okay, so it depends on how you work. I would suggest that if let's say you are really starting out to coming up with content, creating content on a daily basis, make it as a daily habit for you. It will make more sense to you. So let's say right now I'm just going to assume that you are totally newbie. You kind of feel like you're reluctant to come up with like new content every single day, right? So let's break down to only working day. So I'm writing here it's 5 days, right? So maybe to you, you can just start with like 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week. It doesn't matter. Okay. One thing about 5 day, what you can write, you can always separate according to the theme. Okay. For me, I have 3 content pillar. Okay. Okay, what do I mean by 3 content pillar? Okay, content pillar, it's a very, very important thing that circulate around with branding, because when you talk about the similar things all over in your different social media platform, that become part of your message. So my content pillar, I always talk about 3 things. One is marketing, one is productivity. Another one is my entrepreneurial journey, entrepreneurship. Right? It can be really mistakes that I make or experiments I am taking, or it can be my journey. It doesn't matter. So same thing. When I talk about marketing, I always teach you guys about maybe experiment I'm running on my own. All right, or maybe some of the tips and tricks that I just newly learned that I know that is going to help a lot of people. Then I'll talk about marketing, right? Then how about productivity? Whenever I find like really great tool that can help you guys to save your time, or maybe I venture into I testing one software I'm using use myself as like an experiment. I'm testing that software and I found out, oh my god, this tool is super great. That's where I'll share about productivity. So that's where you can see I have 3 content pillar. Whether it's related to video or whether it's related to written content, I always talk about these 3 things. So in order to start create content, I want you guys to kind of like go and think, what are the content pillar that sounds so natural to you, where whenever you're being given this topic, you can literally talk nonstop. Usually your friends can give you the answer, because that's where when you're chatting with them and then you start talking nonstop, right? So you can brainstorm 3 content pillar. But when you are just brand new, you haven't written any content, you might be just, oh, it is so difficult, I have no idea. It's all right. Just simply come up with something. All right, just come up with something that you feel like is so natural. Just start with things that you love. So let's say you love yoga, talk about yoga. So maybe yoga and meditation, that is a similarity, right? Then you can maybe meditate somewhere around a meditation is something that you want to talk about, or maybe another one is you are perhaps a parent. Okay, then you can talk about parenting. Then your content pillar can be something around parenting, yoga, meditation. It is all about mental health. And then pick another one that you think is so your personality. Okay, so after you pick this content pillar, you have 5 days, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. This is what you're going to do. Like Monday, you're going to talk about marketing. Okay. Tuesday, you are going to talk about productivity. Productivity. And Wednesday, you are going to talk about entrepreneurship. Okay. And Thursday, you can talk about a little bit personal story of yours. A little personal story that can link back to the content pillar above, if let's say you can. But if let's say you can't, it's all right. Then Friday, you can always talk about, testimonials. Testimonials, something like the story of your client. That's why you can always, have an interview session with your clients and then have them actually talk about the experience of working with you. Okay, make sense? All right. So if let's say you're watching live, let me know. Yeah, give me a hashtag live. If let's say you're watching replay, let me know down below as well. So that's why when you want to recycle, how do you recycle? Because technically you need to post at your Facebook profile. You have a page. You need to post at your page. You have an Instagram. You want to post in Instagram. So simple. Whenever you write this piece of content, right? It can be video or written copy. I will always keep the content in my Google Doc. All right. And then I will then this is perhaps in my Facebook profile. Facebook profile content strategy. What I will do is that you can make it like a weekly basis. Let's say the content A, marketing content A, productivity A, and entrepreneurship A, and my personal story and my testimonial, I post it on my Facebook profile this week. This piece of content A, you can then recycle to post in another platform, perhaps Instagram, the following week. Okay, I will not suggest you to do the same piece of content at everywhere at the same point of time because it's wasting. It's kind of like fatigue. Have you been how do I word it? Okay, have you been through like you watch someone written content and then you realize that it's the same piece of content they are posting in all different Facebook group that you are in. Maybe perhaps that you guys are sharing, you guys are joining in the same Facebook group. You guys have a lot of common Facebook group, right? That's where you see, because when you are doing that, people know that they just know that you have been posting everywhere, right? Then they don't feel like, it's all right. I kind of like saw it in another group. I'm not going to take a look at it. But if let's say recycle content, it means that you rotate the content that you're going to roll out. So eventually, maybe you just do the piece of content A, content B, and content C. Then you rotate. Content A this week you're going to post in Facebook profile. Okay. And then the content A this week. This is this week, right? Okay. Then the same content A, you're going to post it in your Instagram next week. Okay, next week. I'm looking at my screen. So that's why you guys are going to see that. Okay. So this is how you can do it. All right. It will at first you'll feel like, it looks like a lot of work. But once you actually get your algorithm coming in, like every day when you are going for your breakfast, right? Instead of like scrolling through the social media, have you thought about using the time that you're like eating the breakfast to actually roll out a content? It is so much easier. It's kind of like when you try to build this habit by linking the thing that you always will be doing with something that is only to come up with like only 5 to 10 minutes to roll out content is so super simple. So this is one example. So if let's say you have been learning so far, let me know down below, all right, so that I know where you are right now. Okay, so we are talking about recycling content. So the next question I will always get asked is, June, what to post, right? Okay, if let's say you are literally, you haven't done it before, just remember, be yourself. Okay, I always stress about being yourself because when you are just talking about story about your own, just talk about your day, it is so much easier. You just treat the content that you're writing, it's something like a diary. A diary that maybe today you just learn something and you treat it as a diary that you want to talk about it. So just be yourself. Okay. So that's why I want to show you guys, like, let's say right now I want to write a content like maybe just do it in 3 minutes. How should I write it? Okay. I would probably talk about a story of my own, story of my day. I'll just story of my day. So today I actually came across with this topic that is called decision fatigue. Is it spelled that way? Yeah, decision fatigue. Sorry. Okay. What and I was like, oh wow, it's like a new word for me. This is literally me. I showing you guys how I'm doing the content, right? By sharing you guys the story of my day and linking it back to a content pillar. Okay, so the content pillar, I'm just going to tell you guys later on after I finish writing this content, right? So this content can be like either video, audio, or written. It doesn't matter. But I'm just going to show you guys. So the story of my day is that today, I kind of like scroll through social media as usual, and I suddenly realized that I have been making a lot of decisions in a day. Sometimes no matter how big or how small the decisions are, and sometimes I do feel like a little bit tired having to make so many different big or small decisions. Then I was very curious. Is it there someone else also feeling the same as me? And is there any terminology that they actually attach to this kind of feeling, like feeling tired of making decisions? So I came across this wording called decision fatigue. And then they kind of like have few symptoms that they'll actually share about the symptom of decision fatigue, right? So the symptom will be like you constantly feel like you need to make a lot of decisions, too many decisions in a day, which makes you having a feeling of feeling overwhelming. You will feel overwhelmed, right? So, or too many choices in a decision. You will also feel stressed and overwhelmed. Okay, wow, that makes sense, right? Although it seems like we're in this 21st century, we always need to make tons of decisions, like what to eat for lunch, what to eat for dinner, what to wear to work. What do you, how do you want to spend your time? All right. So there's so many things that require our attention. Then I realized this is, oh my God, this is so on point that I just saw that. So there are a few ways that you can reduce the feeling of feeling decision fatigue. Okay. So easy, too many decisions in a day. So you just need to reduce the decision that you need to make. You need to make per day. So how? You outsource. You have to ask yourself, is it you are the one who needs to make all these different decisions? Perhaps you're not. Perhaps there will be another way that you can outsource to have someone else who is more capable than you to make this decision for you. So that's why you need to let go, all right? So that you make lesser decision in the day. Then the second thing, it's too many choices in the decision. Secondly, you can't reduce the choices that you have. And again, someone will have this problem. Oh, I can't let go. I can't reduce the choices that I've had because I want everything to be perfect, right? So now, is it you are perfectionist and your perfectionism actually makes you feel like you want to make the best decision? That is the reason why that you keep on researching and couldn't result to a decision that is good enough. So I was like, wow, this is gold. Sometimes we when we are doing research, have you actually, if let's say you are picking something right now, maybe doing a research for anything, whether it's a personal life or like in the business, is it you have been doing too much of research where there is no ending? Where actually that decision, it won't bring really very heavy impact on your life, but you have been spending too much time doing research, which you have too many choices, which you have too many decisions in a day. So what if you can turn this decision fatigue around in resorting to good enough. In resulting, instead of looking for the perfect thing, perfect choices, right? Because you're afraid of making the wrong choice, what if you're resorting to a decision that is good enough, to a choice that is good enough, right? Then it like hit me hard. I was like, wow, that's gold. So that's why if let's say you're watching it and you also feel like you have been really, you feel like mentally tired, okay? Because there are too many decisions in a day. So that's probably what you need to do. You need to reduce the kind of decisions that you need to make per day, or you need to reduce the choices that the options that is available for each decisions. And the third thing, what you can do is that you can remind yourself, is this decision will bring like massive impact in my life? All right. If let's say it's no, it's kind of like a small decision. You should make a decision that is small, that is good enough. You don't have to keep researching to make sure that you won't make any mistakes. Because a lot of times, some people they procrastinate of making decision because their fear of making the wrong choice that will make them feel bad, right? So I feel like it is a goal. So technically, guys, I just show you guys how I roll out a content that was like a inception of inception. I just show you guys like how I roll out a piece of content by just telling you guys a story of I was scrolling social media. I talk about this phrase that I just happened to see, and I relate back to some tips that you guys can use, and I relate back to my life. Okay, so look, let's check back the content pillar. What do you guys think about this? The story I said, like decision fatigue. Where do you guys think it fits in? Okay, it can actually technically fits in entrepreneurship. I can talk about the decision fatigue because you're being an entrepreneur. It is something that you need to go through, right? And then because I know that it is you something that you need to go through, that's why I give you guys tips. Or it can also be linked to productivity because maybe you feel like you're not making a lot of you're not completing a lot of tasks per day. Is it because you're afraid of making decisions, and that's coming from the decision fatigue that we are talking about, right? So that's how you're able to link your personal branding plus the content pillar plus recycling together, guys. I hope that you guys learned something new. But of course, there are a lot of different kind of content piece that you can roll out. Some people they prefer to write, let me share myself back. Okay, some people they actually kind of like prefer to write content. They prefer writing. Okay, some people they prefer like audio because they are so afraid to show up like in a video, just like me right now. Okay, so there's nothing right or wrong. What is important is that you put yourself out there. But if let's say comparing video, audio, and written, video is the fastest way that someone else can feel your energy. Because can you guys just imagine like we've been spending like 20 minutes together, and this 20 minutes is actually in a blog post in a written format. Like probably you wouldn't care much about what I have to what I'm writing, right? Because maybe you're in rush, right? But maybe because you are listening to my voice or watching my video while you are driving the car, it is in the traffic jam, you can feel my energy. We connect instantly. This kind of connection can only build the fastest way is actually through video. That's why I noted that some of you guys may be like, oh, June, don't ask me to do video. It's like so scary. I feel you. That is the reason that come and join our 7-day live video challenge at www.amazingchallenge.us. Okay, I got so many questions of regarding this, so I'm just going to answer some of the questions that commonly asked. So, how does it work? Okay, this works by you don't have to prepare anything. You can be just a total beginner. You have never done video before, no problem as well. You don't have to prepare anything. All you need to do is just to show up for the 7 day that we are doing the live. Okay, so how it goes is that every single day for the 7 day, I'm going to give you guys like 10 minutes training per day, 10 to 15 minutes training per day, and I'm going to assign one topic for you. And you don't have to worry about not knowing what to talk about because I will ask you 3 questions per day, and all you need to do is just to answer me the 3 questions. No preparation needed, no experience needed, and this is a proven system for our amazing challenge to complete 7 videos in a week because a lot of my students and my clients from 0 videos to 7 videos in a week using our proven amazing system. Okay, so if let's say this sounds like something you want to do, you can actually just go to www.amazingchallenge.us. We are starting the last season in 2021. We are starting on 11th of December. So these, if let's say really pay attention to this, you will be able to complete 7 videos in 7 days. So let's say you feel like, "Oh, I don't want to go through another challenge again, June. I just need to have like something that works, that can help you to actually supercharge. You want to be able to build your personal branding. You want to have a more holistic, more access to me on a personal level. Then you guys can actually check it out, our Amazing Life Academy. So what we cover in Amazing Life Academy. So basically, if let's say you are a member of our Amazing Life Academy, you will have access to me personally, right? So that whenever you have any questions regarding your life, regarding your branding, helping you to increase your personal branding, to build your authority, you can always ask us in the Facebook group as well, and then you have better access to me. And if let's say you are a member of the Amazing Life Academy, you get to join the Amazing Challenge for free. Like Amazing Challenge, the investment fee is $17. But if let's say you are a member of Amazing Life Academy, you can join it for free. Okay, so and we are going to increase the price in 2022 for Amazing Life Academy. So if let's say you want to be able to join in my academy, right now it's the best price, but it's only at $197. If you're absolutely not sure what we're covering inside, I'm not going to do like a really long introduction here. You can just send me a text away. I'll just show you what we cover in the Amazing Life Academy. Sounds good? So if let's say you guys remember, if let's say you guys want to complete 7 videos in 7 days, this is where you are going to go in www.amazingchallenge.us. And yes, you can be really comfortable in front of camera in just 7 days. And I can't wait to see you guys then. Take care. Bye.